Hello everybody, this is Monstertaming coming at you with another video. This time we're going to be talking about my favorite Pokemon starters. Now I'm going to be organizing this tier list based completely on personal preference. So obviously your tier list is going to be completely different from mine. I do not know enough about Pokemon to do a competitive tier list by any stretch of the imagination. But as I said in the video title, I am a Digimon fan. I grew up with Digimon more than Pokemon. I've only played up until Pokemon like Platinum. I've like seen 2 or 3 Pokemon movies plus like season 1 and maybe season 2 of Pokemon, but that's about it. I'm very low, one of the lower end of Pokemon knowledge. And in case you're wondering, my favorite Pokemon game, like I said, the one I played to, the most recent one I played to, actually, Platinum, was also my favorite game, to give you just a general idea of my taste in Pokemon. So, without further ado, let's get started with my extreme lack of knowledge. So, I know almost none of their names. I know like some of the classic ones, but otherwise, I don't know almost any of these names. It's going to be from a very unbiased standpoint. I did play Fire Red and everything for my first game, by the way, so just a little bit disclaimer, but I swear I'm not going to let that like influence me from a nostalgia standpoint. I'm looking at it objectively, like right now, what would I pick as my starter if I could pick any of these starters in whatever Pokemon next Pokemon game I played. So to get started, we have this little monkey dude. I'm gonna put him in the D tier. I'm not gonna judge him based on their evolutions either, because I don't know all their evolutions. I mean, I wouldn't never pick him, but he would be a pretty low choice for me. I just don't really like the design that much. I'm not a huge fan of like primate type designs to begin with, but I don't really like grass type that much either. This one is all right, but it's kind of middle of the road for me. That's why I put it in C tier. It's very middling. It's not horrible, but it seems kind of generic to me. This little dude, he looks pretty cool. Looks a little bit more unique, on the more unique side. Something you don't see every day. So yeah, I'll put him up there. You're going like down here, probably just above, nah, probably just below the monkey. The color scheme, well, I like those color combinations. It just, I feel like it doesn't really work well on him, and I don't know, just something about it doesn't quite rub me right. So old Cyndaquil, I actually know Cyndaquil's name. Used to be my actual favorite Pokemon, but as I grew up and got older and my taste changed and everything, I still think Cyndaquil is a very high tier cosmetic choice, but it's not quite above A tier, but it would definitely be a high pick. I'd pick Cyndaquil probably above any of these others. Squirtle, I'll probably put you right there in the B tier. I've always liked Squirtle, don't get me wrong. I do think that Squirtle lacks a little bit compared to some of the other starters in his own generation, much less in future generations, but Squirtle is definitely not a negative pick. I ran Squirtle as a starter on a run I never actually got around to finishing on Fire Red, and I would probably do it again if I ever played Fire Red again. I'd probably pick Squirtle as a starter, but yeah, I'll put Squirtle right there. Piplup, probably put Piplup like high C tier. Once again, it's just, I don't really like these overly cutesy designs as much. And Piplup seems like the epitome of that, but at the same time, Piplup's like a little penguin, and penguins are cool, so I'll put Piplup there. I feel like I almost know this one's name, but I can't quite place it. I'll probably put him at like the top of C tier. I mean, maybe, yeah, probably about top of C tier. There's no world in which that I wouldn't take them. Like it's definitely better than everything below it. And I could see myself choosing them. I'll probably put them in B tier then. It's just, I mean, I like the frog design and stuff like that, but it just doesn't pop enough for me. I can't really describe it too well. This is my boy right here. Hmm. Hmm. So, do I want to put you here? Where do I want to put you? I'll probably put you here. You have very high E tier. Really like them. Like the design. I don't know why, but the design really sticks out to me and like it quite a bit. For you, Totodile is going to be our first S tier. Totodile is probably my favorite starter now. Like looking back on it. Like I said, I picked Cyndaquil, but I think Totodile is actually my favorite starter of all the starters. When I think back on it, and you know, I think when I went back, I had played the games a couple different times on a couple different cartridges because that I kept losing them or borrowing them or something or whatever from somebody. So it's like I would borrow my cousin's cartridge, or like I had lost a cartridge one time and then we bought like a secondhand cartridge. Like various things happened that made it very hard for me to finish uh, basically any of the Pokemon games at any given time. And I do remember picking Cyndaquil for my first run, and then I eventually picked Totodile and just ran with it, and it grew on me. Um, Probably put you like mid C tier. It's just I don't really like the pompous air of them. It's all right. It's probably better than, you know, it's not D tier, but it's eh. All right, so here we have an E tier, our first one. This is just a starter. I would pick virtually any other starter over. I don't like it at all. His design is just weird looking and just very unpleasing to my aesthetic. Um, Same thing with Rowlet. I think that's Rowlet anyways. I know that because of Ruffled Rowlet, the PokeTuber. I've heard of him, and I know that that might be, I think that's what the thing's called. Like I said, very minimal knowledge on Pokemon. So yeah, I put them right back down there for basically the exact same reasons the other ones in E tier. For you, probably put you like right here. Pretty cool design overall. Nothing like outstanding that stands out to me like ridiculously, but very solid choice that I would probably pick over quite a few other things, hence the B tier placement. As for you, you'll probably go right there into E tier. E tier is just stuff that I just can't find anything I like about them. It's just something about their appearance drives me away from them. And I probably even put you right here. You're probably the best of the worst. Got us a nice little Cade here, little cat, if you will. I'll put you at like the bottom of B tier. I really like the black and red design. That's my favorite color scheme. Like a dark blue with white, or a, you know, whatever shade of red that's called, with black. Those are some of my favorite color schemes. So I'm not a huge fan of Catmons, but solid B tier placement for me. Charmander, you used to be my favorite. You were my first ever Pokemon starter, and I'll probably put you an A+. I still love Charmander, but I think just Totodile, I vibe more with Totodile. Torchic, probably put you like down here. Like I really, maybe even down here, like the top of D tier. I don't know. I don't really like Torchic. I don't like the bird designs most of the time. Chikorita, probably put you at like low A. You're a really cool design as well. One of my favorite grass types, at least from the starters. Maybe even overall, because I really don't like grass types for the most part. So it's kind of rare for me to find a grass type that I actually like, and Chikorita is one of them. Bulbasaur is another grass type I like. I'll put him right under Charmander. It's weird, like the best grass types in my opinions are some of these starters, because that the other grass types that you just find in the wild are just not really my thing, but Bulbasaur is really cool and I really like his design. By the way, if we were judging this based on people's evolutions, this chart would look way different. Like, I do not like Bulbasaur's evolutions. I don't particularly like Charmeleon. Charizard's alright though. But Totodile, I like all of his evolutions. So Yeah, speaking of somebody I like all the evolutions of, Turtwig, I believe is his name. He's right up here. Probably my favorite grass type in Pokemon. One of my favorite starters. I love his little turtle, like grass turtle design. I don't know. I feel like he does a much better job at being like a weird little turtle tortoise looking thing than Squirtle does. So that's why I placed him so much higher. Let's get you in here with C tier. The little hat looking thing particularly throws me off there. But overall, not bad. Put you at the top of B tier. I like foxes. Foxes are cool, so put them near the top of B tier for that. And as I said, I don't really like monkeys that much and primate looking designs. Probably put you like this. Yeah, like that. I was gonna put you at the bottom of D tier, but no, I like you better than those two. I probably like you better than Torch. I don't know. Putting him between those two, that's kind of a hard choice, but let's take one more look. I like where my S tier is. I like where my A tier is, or A plus tier. I like where my A tier is. No, I might put Chikorita above you. Like, I don't know. This frog is kind of growing on me the more I look at it. Let's move you down. Maybe even down here, because they kind of both grew on me the more I looked at them. I like my C tier for the most part. Maybe made like that. I like my D tier. I like my E tier. Yeah, I think this is going to be my final verdict. So here are my Pokemon starters ranked. This is what just general aesthetic preference of these particular stages, not counting evolutions and not counting their actual combat prowess, because I'm sure those would be completely different tier list. Let me know if you guys enjoyed seeing somebody who's primarily a Digimon fan rank these things in a fairly unbiased manner, because I don't have like a particular nostalgia for anything here. And please let me know what your tier list, or maybe not your entire tier list, might be hard to type out, but at least what your favorite starter is down in the comments below. And let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future. But until then, this has been Monstertamer signing off. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye. God bless. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.